On this episode of WGTV, Prosper continues to keep up the fast-paced renovations.
Some of those were quick and easy projects, like the public parking signs that you see around downtown. We stained the walkway from Town Hall to Broadway.
Two students created core memories strengthening their friendship.
She came to me and was like, oh my gosh, for choir we have a talent show coming up. And I really want to perform my song, but I'm really scared.
And one running back who has faced adversity doesn't let that stop him from playing the game he loves most.
Knowing, yes, I do have a stutter, but what are ways that can help me be comfortable in a public surrounding?
These stories and more on this episode of WGTV.
Good afternoon, Wildcats, and thank you for tuning in to this episode of WGTV. Live from the Grove, I'm Lucas Bell.
And I'm Jackson Kingerski.
We have many exciting stories coming up, but first, Jackson's going to catch you up on what's been happening at the Grove. Jackson?
Thanks, Lucas. Today, we'll be starting off with the Grove's Dual Credit Information Night, and the last opportunity to hear about information pertaining to core classes, health science, and Salina campus enrollment. It'll be tonight at 6 p.m. in the Rockville High School auditorium. The Wally Red Dragon Toy Drive Parade happened yesterday during Grove time. All donations were finalized and the hallways were filled with winter-themed wagons. Programs such as Hope Squad and Cheer go all out every year on their floats. Congratulations to all the organizations and students who participated in the event. New surveillance technology has been revealed to begin implementation in Fort Worth earlier this week in order to help prevent littering and illegal dumping of garbage. The solar-powered cameras are designed for heavily forested areas with little to no electricity access, making it possible to keep a Fort Worth cleaner. In a Roanoke neighborhood, a surprise increase in police presence was made, but not for the reasons you'd think. Feral hogs have seen an increase in activity, and police have taken notice. The Texas Parks and Wildlife Department are using drones to detect hog activity and are trapping the wild animals to help alleviate concerns and stress from residents.
$2.3 million renovations and the restorations of the silos have been promised with the passing of Proposition F. Christopher Munchmeyer explores the improvements and advancements soon to come for downtown Prosper.
With the result of Prosper's 2025 bond election, passing Proposition F, improvements to downtown are set to start the summer of 2026. Meanwhile, and already in downtown, you'll notice some changes in outdoor lighting and walkways.
Some of those were quick and easy projects, like the public parking signs that you see around downtown. We stained the walkway from Town Hall to Broadway to create an inviting walkway from the Town Hall parking lot to Broadway.
The updates you see now are part of a broader downtown master plan. Proposition F adds a separate group of projects that will come later, building onto the long-term layout for the area.
We've been here since 2000, so I always feel like even though it's grown, we still get the small town feel. I'm for it because I think it will help preserve what is left of the original downtown, as long as they're keeping the silos and not tearing it all down.
Originally, there were 8 silos, but with the demolition of 4 back in 2021, only 4 remain. And in the past 25 years, Prosper has seen a 22 times increase in population, directly affecting residents' small town feel.
That's one of the downfalls about downtown is I don't like the big apartment complexes they put down there, because it kind of takes away from the old downtown area. Putting the big apartment complexes right there that was kind of strange.
While residents worry about how much of the old Prosper to keep, others favor the modernization. For WGTV, I'm Christopher Munchmeyer.
The mentioned improvements are planned for the summer of 2026 and will be bringing a new piece of history to the town of Prosper.
The Texas Department of Agriculture is warning of an equine virus outbreak linked to the recent World Championship barrel racing finals. An alert was issued to horsemen regarding an outbreak of equine herpes virus type 1. Horse owners, trainers, and venue operators who are in attendance or proximity of the event are advised to monitor and pay close attention to their animals. And records are being shattered as the state of Texas is hit with an unusual heat wave late in November. The city of Waco hit a whopping 87 degrees, and Dallas has not seen high 80s this late into the year in over 2 decades. Moving south, Houston has also broken their long-standing record with the most days over 80 degrees in the calendar year. The previous record was 243 days over the threshold, and it looks to possibly grow even further with a warm week ahead.
The Grove held their annual talent show, nicknamed Rock the Grove, And Jonas Lyson looks into the backstory behind a pair who finished on the podium and their performance and strong connection. These girls continue to grow and form a stronger bond together through their love and passion for performing.
The second annual Rock the Grove Talent Show took place on November 6th, with Nicole Milius and Mackenzie Colley winning second place as they sang and danced to an original song. However, the confidence shown on stage was not always present before.
So I was actually not gonna do it. I didn't want to do it. But then Mackenzie was just kind of like, if you do it, I will dance and I'll go there with you. So I was like, okay, if she's willing to do that for me, I guess I'll go share the song that we actually wrote together. She gave me a lot of the inspiration for the lyrics because it was something we both were going through a lot, like identity in a way.
As they performed to a song called Who Am I, the stress was high, but having Mackenzie on stage helped ease her worries as they would perform as one.
Whenever she'd get nervous, she'd look up and we made eye contact a few times and we started to build like this whole kind of connection. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, the power and raw emotion and passion behind this really just connected us.
Not only did they share a stage, but also an appreciation for the passion and effort that go behind the act.
Whenever we come together, we really appreciate passion and having that power behind, if you have a goal, trying to get it. As a dancer, that's all I do. Like, that's my favorite thing ever, is feeding off emotion. And having her beside me, since this is her raw song, like she put her whole heart into the song, and I can feel it, and I helped her write it. So I know exactly what into it.
These girls put everything they had into this powerful piece and will continue to collaborate together to create music with passion. For WGTV, I'm Jonas Lyson.
Nicole Milius and Mackenzie Colley.
Teamwork is not only shown on stage, but also on the field. Austin Cunningham is in studio for your sports recap. Austin.
Thanks, Lucas. We'll start with the Wildcats boys basketball team, who kicked off their tournament play with a PISD Classic in the Wildcat Arena on Thursday, where they controlled their first game against Emerson from start to finish. Great teamwork and passing led to big plays from number 25, Caden Primus, and number 11, Monta Ellis Jr., who led the charge for the Wildcats offense, where they closed it out with a final score of 69-53. The team then took on McKinney in the next round, losing a close one, 68-57. They will be looking to bounce back when they take on Mansfield Legacy in their next game on Tuesday. On the other end of the court, Wildcat girls basketball went across 380 to play 6A Rock Hill on Tuesday, and they pulled off an impressive 54-47 victory. Yesterday, the Grove won 55-34 against Capel, but they couldn't keep the streak alive for their game against Lone Star, where they lost in a close one, 41-45. The team is on top of the standings with a division-leading 8-2 record and are coming off a 7-game stretch where they have outscored their opponents by over 100 points. Moving to the gridiron, Wildcat football is looking to make a deep playoff run after their 35-21 first-round win over Seguin. It was another great game from the Wildcats defense, who came up clutch with a 4th down stop deep into the third quarter. It was also another great game for Hayes Hackney, who threw for over 250 yards and 3 touchdowns. Most of that production went the way of Zayden Crane, who racked up 181 yards and all 3 of Hackney's passing touchdowns. Not to mention, Cam Newton had a monster game on the ground as he racked up 249 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns. Newton was also efficient on his 37 carries, averaging 6.4 yards per carry. And while his opponents struggled to overcome his stutter step on the field, running back Cam Newton overcomes a different kind of stutter step off the field. Camila Salinas has the story.
Cam Newton, Walnut Grove's senior running back, has been a key player in the 10-0 season this year. With great victory, much attention is brought on him, his presence, and especially his words.
Throughout the years, I had stutter starting from like first grade, and like over time, I got better with my speech and just being more comfortable that I have a stutter.
He's been working with Holly Trigo, a speech counselor, to improve his skills for the grilling interviews that lie ahead.
Yeah, I mean, Cam is just somebody that has overcome his stutter, and that doesn't mean that he doesn't stutter anymore, but what it does mean is that he went through a speech therapy program, he learned what worked for him, and he uses those things.
As Cam Newton makes his decisions on his future and where he goes to college, he brings the strategies he's learned with him to make a big impact in the future.
Stuttering is something that's never going to hold him down because he can just work through anything.
In the present, Cam Newton does not let his stutter define him on or off the field.
I feel like that even if you have stuttering, just step out your comfort zone and it makes you just a better person in general.
For WGTV, I'm Camila Salinas.
If you would like to support Cam and the Wildcats, they'll kick off at 3 o'clock against Lubbock Cooper later today as they look to continue their playoff run. That's all for your sports recap for WGTV. I'm Austin Cunningham. Back to you, Lucas and Jackson.
Thank you, Lucas. Thank you, Austin.
And I'm Lucas Bell.
That's all for today's episode of WGTV. I'm Jackson Kongursky.